The first question, we have a triangle. Now I'm just asking, what's the area of that triangle? I'm only looking at two numbers. And I'm looking at the two numbers that cross a 90 degrees. So the 90 degrees is very important. The two numbers across the 90 degrees are 7.3 and 10. Right? I'm just looking at the two that cross the 90 degrees. Multiply them out, 7.3 times 10, because it's a triangle divided by 2. So 7.373 divided by 2, that's 36.5. And that's it. Yes?
But there's two tens, so in which one would we?
I'm looking at this 7.3 and this 10. Yeah? Now, question number 2, I'm looking at a 90-degree angle. So, matter of fact, for us to see which one I'm looking at is that one. And I'm looking at the two numbers across at 90 degrees. In this case, 4.1 and 10. I'm going to multiply those out. 4.1 times 10 gives me 41. I don't divide by 2 for rectangles. On the triangle, I do divide by 2 because a triangle is half of a rectangle. So because it's half of a rectangle, I do on triangles but not on rectangles. Now the little 3s that you guys see inside parentheses, it's just to remind you guys there's 3 of each on the test tomorrow. So that's 6 questions on the test out of 20. Any questions on these two? No? All right. Then I'm going to move into the area of a circle. I know the area of a circle is radius squared times pi. I need the radius. In this case, the radius is 7. So I'm just going to say the area of the circle is 49 pi. However, it says use 3.14 for the value of pi. So I want you guys to come and say 49 times 3.14. Right, I'm going to use a decimal for pi. I'm going to go 49 times 3.14. It gives me 153.86. Because I have to round to the nearest tenth, I'm going to call this 153.9. Because the second decimal number is big enough to push the 8. And 2 of these on the test tomorrow. But then we have our example number 4, the area of a regular polygon. This should be very familiar. You guys have been dealing in surface area and pyramids and prisms. Formula is perimeter times the apothem divided by 2. I see one side is 10.6. I see there's 7 sides. So the perimeter is 10.6 times 7. That's the perimeter. The apothem, you guys can see it's 11. And then I'll divide by 2. So I'm going 10.6 times 7 times 11 divided by 2. And it gives me 408.1. Bless you. Well, I think that was a cuff. Never mind. 408.1. Rounded to the nearest tenth if necessary. 4 of those on the test. Any questions on these two? Next one, let me just look at one question. We're going to do sectored area. So I want to do the area of part of a circle. I need the radius, and I need to know how much of the circle I have. So I see we have 270 degrees. So I'm going to write 270 over 360 whenever this thing decides to come up. Gotta love technology sometimes. There we go. All right, so I'm going to write 270 over 360 because it's how much of the circle we have. I'm dealing with area of circles. I see that radius is 14. So I'm going to say the area is 196 pi over 1. 196 because I went 14 square, radius square. Multiply your fractions and simplify. I'm going to simplify first. 270 over 360. Let me divide each by 90. So I'm going to have 3 over 4. I know I multiply straight, so that's the only way I cannot simplify. But the 4 and the 196 I can. Let me divide each by 4. This is 1. This is 49. So on the top, I have 3 times 49 pi, which is 147 pi. At the bottom, I have 1 times 1, which is 1. Now this fraction, because it's over 1, I can just write it as 147 pi. Or in your case, for the homework, 147 pi. Now on the test, the letters pi or the symbol pi will do it. 4 of these on the test. Any questions on it? Now lastly, I'm going to do 2 examples, but you're only going to have a total of 4. Don't think you guys are going to have 4 and 4. It's a total of 4 for surface area. So, but I'm going to do 2 examples because I know we're struggling on those. First thing, question number 6, I see 2 triangles or have a prism. I'm going to do a big rectangle and 2 triangles. For the triangle, I'm looking at the 2 numbers across the 90 degrees, 4.8 and 10. So I'm thinking 4.8 times 10 divided by 2. That gives me 24. So each of my triangles are 24. I know that triangles, the measurements of the triangles are 10, 10, and 5. So I ask myself, which number has nothing to do with my triangles? And I will say that's 8, which is the small side of the rectangle. Now the long side of the rectangle, add the 3 sides of the triangle. So 10 plus 10 plus 5, that gives me 25. For that rectangle, go 25 times 8. Add everything, and you're good. For question number 7, I'm going to do a big rectangle and 2 circles. My radius is 4 because the diameter is 8. The radius is 4 because the radius is 4. Each circle is 16 pi, right? Radius squared. Then I ask myself, which number has nothing to do with my circles? So the small side is 4. Because the radius is 4. Radius is 4. The long side of my rectangle is 8 pi. Radius times 2. Now I'm looking at 8 pi times 4. That's 32 pi. Add everything, and you're done.